Good morning, and welcome back to Daily Dhamma, a letter to our children. Today is October 13th, and our reading is New and Improved. Let's say we have a 60-inch HD TV, QLED and LED with a billion colors, enough pixels to be seen from outer space, 4K upscaling, and Dolby Atmos sound that will catch a butterfly fart in a hurricane. That's on the left. On the right, we have a 1956 RCA 8-inch black and white antique. The screen on the left is playing Real Housewives of Upper Absurdistan. The screen on the right is playing In the Heat of the Night. Which one should we watch? Modern hardware, hip, slick, and cool as it may be, says nothing about the quality of the software. In the world today, there's a disturbing drift towards new and improved stuff that's shiny on the outside. The Dhamma does not say to get the latest thing. Nothing against the, I'm sure, quite attractive denizens of Upper Absurdistan, but In the Heat of the Night is a modern classic. Came out in 1967, directed by Norman Jewison and starring Sidney Poitier and Rod Steiger, and there are just so many great things about it that you really need to sit down and watch it again and again. One of my favorite scenes is Sidney Poitier is a policeman from Philadelphia, but he comes from Mississippi, and where Rod Steiger is the local chief of police, and they've got a murder on their hands. And Rod Steiger winds up, against all of his upbringing, asking Sidney Poitier to help him out. So they go up to visit this rich guy up on the hill, and Poitier is absolutely convinced that this is the guy who killed the victim. And he goes up and he starts picking a fight with the guy, and the guy slaps him, and Poitier slaps him back, and the guy says, "You know, I could have had you bullwhipped back in the day." Anyway, it turns out that the guy had an alibi, and there's nothing that he did not kill the victim. And as they go back out, Rod Steiger and Poitier are talking about this, and it dawns on Steiger that this guy is also prejudiced. He said, "Boy, you're just like the rest of us." And that's always stuck with me for 50 years, 60 years. We are really an awful lot like one another. We got much more in common than we do in that separates us. I think we need to pay attention to good literature, and I'd throw In the Heat of the Night into that classification as well. Really well worth your time, so check it out, please. And we can go back even further. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations, "To have contemplated human life for 40 years is the same as to have contemplated it for 10,000 years. For what more is there to see?" Well, he's got that right. Human nature has not changed in a lot longer than that. I would bet on 40,000 years ago. The problems faced by our ancestors were the same that we face today. The noble ones say not for sure. And happy trails to you until we meet again.